Hello everybody and welcome back to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well. Today I want to talk about the recent drama that has gone on between DonWells and CandusBly and how, in my opinion, Don threw Candus under the bus. So the reason that I think Don threw Candus under the bus is Don claimed that he had 7 alibis, which in itself is quite weird. I do wonder if by that he means that 7 people can vouch for where he was on the day that his daughter disappeared. Maybe that's what he meant. He didn't really explain. But what was interesting and truly shocking, in my opinion, was Don saying that Candus doesn't have any alibi and that she's going down. Now, was it just because they were having a row and he was being nasty to her? Was he just trying to brag that as he's got 7 alibis, apparently, that means he's not involved in Summer's disappearance? Because he knows that Candus was there when Summer disappeared, was that why he was saying she hasn't got an alibi? But I thought she did have an alibi. She was planting flowers with Grandma, remember? So this is really weird, really shocking, and I wonder if Don knows more about what happened that day than he's telling us. So I'm sure by now you've heard about the drama between Don and Candus that went on Molly Golightly's channel on a live video. Don and Candus had a big row during this live video. They were being quite abusive towards each other. People think Don may have slapped or hit Candus. Obviously, I don't know if that's true. I did hear what might have been a punch or a slap, but no one witnessed who did it to who, so no one can be sure. Now, apparently Candus has come out and said since the incident that Don didn't hit her. I haven't heard from Don whether Candus hit him, so at this point it's still unknown if anyone was physically abusive towards each other. I have to say, I really didn't enjoy watching that live video. It was really horrific and upsetting to watch Don and Candus being so abusive towards each other. She was calling him names. He was calling her names. I think she wanted him to start a fire because she was cold and he didn't want to do it, which wasn't very nice. He does seem quite desperate to speak to people on YouTube, and I wonder, does he feel quite lonely when Candus goes to sleep? Because it would seem that she always sleeps earlier than him, and is that why he often comes on YouTube late at night wanting someone to talk to? None of us really know what goes on in their relationship other than what we see on YouTube, but perhaps that's enough to make a judgment. Clearly, in my opinion, they're both abusive towards each other. Whether it's just verbal and physical, I don't know. I imagine it could be both. In my opinion, they seem to be spiralling out of control. I do wonder what's coming next for them. Perhaps Don should stop coming onto YouTube, focus on repairing his relationship with Candus, and maybe focus on finding his missing daughter, SummerWells. It really is a sad situation to see the downward spiral of Don and Candus. Drink and substance abuse clearly doesn't help their problems. I appreciate with a missing daughter, especially if they are innocent and had nothing to do with Summer's disappearance, it must be extremely hard to deal with it, especially as their boys were also took away and put into care. If they are innocent and they did nothing wrong and they didn't hurt Summer, they don't know where Summer is, it must be horrific for them to live through all of this. But I do wonder why Don keeps appearing on YouTube, causing himself more problems, exposing the issues within their relationship for the whole world to see. In my opinion, just doesn't help find Summer, and perhaps Don really ought to stay off YouTube. I think we all know that won't happen. Don seems addicted to speaking to people on YouTube. At first, he mainly corresponded with Cher from one channel on YouTube, Voices Behind the Wall. Now he seems to be on No Thanks' channel, Molly Golightly's channel, Ziggy's channel, numerous channels. I wonder what channel he's going to pop up on next. Well, I can assure you it won't be my channel because I don't intend on contacting Don or Candus anytime soon. I don't wish to become involved with all of the drama that some of the other channels have going on. I don't wish to get involved in any of that. I'm just here to help find Summer, to give my thoughts and views on the case. What goes on with other creators with their ongoing drama is nothing to do with me, and I wish for it to remain like that. Now, I'm not saying that people that have Don and Candus on their channels are all full of drama. I'm not pointing my finger at any particular creator. I just know that there's a lot of drama and ongoing arguments between other creators, which I find really sad. I appreciate some of them probably have a good reason to be upset with another creator, but I don't wish to get involved in any of that because, in my opinion, it just doesn't help find Summer. One good thing that I've noticed recently is a lot more channels are picking up on Summer's case. When you go back to June and July, not long after Summer disappeared, there was only a number of channels reporting on Summer's case. In the last couple of weeks, I have noticed, perhaps since the Gabby Petito case isn't as much in the news, other creators are now covering Summer's case which can only be a good thing because it gets Summer's story put out there more and it makes more people aware of Summer's mysterious disappearance. Now, regardless of Don and Candace's ongoing relationship problems, I still feel, and I've never wavered from the fact that I think, in my opinion, they have guilty knowledge of what happened to their daughter Summer. I've never said I thought they hurt her, and I still don't know that they did. I personally think, and I've always thought, there was an accident that has been covered up. Obviously, I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope and I pray that SummerWells is out there somewhere safe, but sadly, I don't think that's the case. But I cling on to hope that it might be, and that one day we're all going to know the truth and we're all going to know what really happened to Summer. Now let's hope and let's pray, guys, it's a good outcome. Perhaps Summer is out there safe somewhere. Perhaps Grandma did have her taken away. Perhaps another family member had her taken away because they were worried about abuse going on within the family home. Who knows? Maybe there was an accident that was covered up. There are so many theories out there, but the best theory of all would be if Summer was safe somewhere with a friend or family member. Fingers crossed that's the case. Now, I do wonder if Don and Candace, especially Don after his recent arrest, has been told to stay off YouTube. Perhaps he's had a gag order put on himself. We all know they're not supposed to talk about their boys. Don has recently done that on a video on YouTube, as well as having a row with Candace. What's new? But it just makes me feel so sad that all we see is the drama between Don and Candace, and we don't hear enough about what could have happened to Summer, any information they may have forgotten to tell us. Are they covering up something? I think so. As always, I could be wrong, and these are just my thoughts, guys, but something is very wrong here. The whole thing with Grandma apparently telling someone that she saved Summer and that Summer has been taken away by a friend or family member, that's quite a strange scenario. Could it be true? I don't know. All I do know is that Summer's grandma was there on the day she disappeared, and I do feel that maybe, just maybe, she knows more than she's ever let on. So I just wanted to say I'm very sorry, guys, that my video regarding the latest drama with Don and Candace is a few days late. When all this happened, I was preparing to travel to Belgium. I have been in Belgium over the weekend and I went to Bruges. If you've never been to Bruges, I highly recommend it. It is a beautiful city, lots of chocolate shops, lots of places to get a beer or an alcoholic beverage, beautiful scenery, wonderful people. And if you haven't been there before, and you can travel with all the COVID restrictions at the moment, you might have to print off 100 documents before you can leave your country. But if you have a passport and you've never been and you can travel at the moment, I do recommend that you go, because in Belgium at the moment, they really are struggling for tourism. So if you can go, I highly recommend it. And if for anything, for the chocolate, because I can tell you it is the best chocolate I have ever tasted. Well, anyway, guys, I will be back soon with more videos on Summer's case. In the next couple of weeks, I am going to be covering a couple of other cases that have interested me, and I hope you'll enjoy my views on them. Well, anyway, I hope you're all well and taking care of one another. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend, and as usual, I'm going to be back with you all very soon for another true crime video. Bye for now.